Will Sebastian Drake Wayne Rogers be found soon? Does Katie Proudfoot, Katie Rogers, Katie Proudfoot have anything to do with the her missing child, Sebastian Rogers? Seth Rogers, Sebastian's daddy, is 45. What does he feel and think about his missing boy? Does he have anything to do with it? Does Christopher Proudfoot have a foot in the missing of his stepson? These are the things that I worry about. Notes that I wrote, I laid it all out. I thought it was pretty cool how I laid it out, and I decided that I still have not forgotten about our girl, Joselyn Smith, age 6. Let's just write age 6, because they like their ages. And Summer Wells went missing at 5, but she's probably about 7, right? Or 8, 7 or 8 now. Let's just write 7/8. Okay, sorry if I'm wrong. And I've been meditating and waiting to see what I would get, guys. So let's get started, okay? Because I can't do it too long. Let's just get started, okay? All right. All right. Let me put you right there. Is that low enough? Let me not be low. Is that low enough? No, that's not low enough. Okay. I'll do the best I can, okay, guys? So, first, anybody in here? 7 people? Who's in here? Who's in here? Okay, well, it says 7 people, but I don't see anybody in the chat, so. Yeah, let me just. I couldn't sleep. I took my cough medicine. I took my sleep medicine. I took my shower. I went for a long walk today. I didn't do like a video of a walk and talk because I was meditating on Sebastian. Something felt like it needed to be said about him tonight and looked into. Hi, come back, Kim Magical. Hi, big bad tyrant. Yeah, so something had to be said. So that's why I'm here. So if I don't show you my face all the time, it's because I want to show you the cards and read the cards and tell you what they mean, okay? But I'm just getting a little Palo for you. Yeah, they said. I said, what case do I have to do? Oh, that's a good burn. That's a very good burn. And they said, Sebastian Rogers, quick. But then I said, what about Joselyn Smith? I don't want people thinking I'm not going to be doing Joselyn Smith still. Because I'm always thinking about where she's located. So I asked my guides, I said, guides, please open me up to finding anybody and everybody that is missing, especially the cases that I've been working on, that I have written down in my book. Please help me to have clear pictures of where they are, clear pictures of what happened to them, clear pictures of where we could find them. Street signs, mountains, sticks, water, gravel. Okay? Street signs, especially. You don't always get those luxuries. So I'm happy to say that I'm going to get ready to start. But before I start, I just want to tell you one extra thing. I sleep. And I'm really tired from my walk. I had to call my sister and tell her to pick me up. Okay? Because I couldn't walk. I walked all the way there, but then I was in a sweat and I couldn't walk back. Plus, I went shopping and I did major damage. So there was no way I can carry a 12-pack of Diet Coke and a 6-pack of ginger ale and several bags of stuff. Anyhow, but I keep on seeing this picture in my mind, right? And the picture in my mind, okay, and everything I say is allegedly for entertainment reasons only, right? Um, I'm not trying to put anybody out. Accuse anybody of anything. However, I believe in myself. And I kept getting a very Don and Candace type of again, Katrina, Doc, right? So when they show me similarities of cases, I just have to make a note of it. And I really wasn't interested in doing it because, your girl is sick. I'm trying to get better before I go to Ireland. So, but anyhow, this is what I do. Light workers have to light the way. Somebody out there was feeling like they were in the dark. And so, guess what? Here's a light that I lit for you this evening. Just so you can have a light in your way. Okay? It's a new candle that I bought too. It smells really good. Guess what? Candles are $15 at the cheapest in CVS. Yeah, you heard it right. $15 at the cheapest. Patricia goes, "Why'd you do it? We could have went to the 99-cent store." And I said, because I was already there and I didn't see any 99-cent store. And I just wanted to get you another house candle. Every time I come, I should buy another house candle. Okay. So she always has so many nice things for me. Let me buy her a little nice thing. I give her a couple other things too, so don't worry. So, what I want to say is, my first vision, I never told you guys a while ago, is that I saw this redheaded lady. And I don't think I knew the Proudfoots as at the time. I don't think I knew her yet, right? Because sometimes these cases come up, fast, and then I didn't get a chance to look into it. But she's standing there, and she's got curly red hair, very long, right? Usually she would wear it up in the back, so you can't see it, and it's controlled, but it was down, right? Sorry, my glasses. My new glasses, because I have 70 pairs at home, but guess who didn't bring one pair? Not one. This dude. That's right, this dude. But she brought a yin-yang shirt. Yes, she did. Anyway, so I see, now I gotta stand up to show you how she was walking. And everything I say, I'm a light worker, I'm a psychic worker, I'm It's for entertainment reasons only. But you know what? I'm not telling you anything that I don't see, feel, or absorb from the universe. Okay? So she's a woman and her hair is like cascading down and she's walking like this. And I'm thinking to myself, why is she walking so funny? Like, she's shy? Okay. And then when I saw her do an interview and she does look at the floor, she does look down. You know, some people say, well, she's upset because her son is missing, right? Okay, I understand that. I can believe it. I can understand it, right? However, not one time did she seem overly emotional to say, please bring my son home, right? And even if she did sound like Quentin, Leilani, Quentin's mom, who ended up being the murderer of Quentin and throwing him out in the garbage, she was over dramatic, right? You want to see some tears. But anyhow, in my vision, the hair is down and her hands are in front. Wonder if I could show you this way. Okay. So hair is down, hands are in front, her feet are together, and she's walking like this. You get the picture, right? I know, that was drawn out. That was way too drawn out. Let's have a sip of tea. Hi, Marilyn. Oh, hi, Katrina. It's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in such a long time. Sorry, it was taking long to swallow that water, chamomile tea. So, you might say, well, why did you see in your vision, Katrina? That could be wrong. I could be wrong. But what if I'm right? Did you see in your vision Katie Proudfoot locked up with the feet locks, the hand locks? Well, she might. So let's start from the beginning. I'm going to show you the cards now, okay, and read them to you before I fall asleep. So the first one we have, yes, okay. So first one we have is Sebastian Rogers. Sebastian Rogers is 15. Sebastian Drake Wayne Rogers. And the very first card I got with him is the Tower. The Tower card is catastrophe, accident, things happening very quickly at a lightning pace, really fast, explosion. Hi, Shelly Aqua. Nice to see you. Aloha. Yeah, that's what I saw. And so this is like, so under Sebastian's name, see how I wrote it down here, right? Because I don't have all my supplies at my sister's house. So him being right here with the first card being the Tower means a big explosion happened at the house within that family. Okay, that changed them forever. It changed them forever. And then I just asked for 2 other cards for him, and I got these 2 cards. I got 4 of Pentacles, money improvements, and more coming your way. Yeah, now that Sebastian's out of the picture, he's going to have money improvement. Are there going to be money improvements? Well, people are going to want to talk to them, that kind of thing. I don't know about job improvements, but maybe he thought, well, if all right, hold on 1 second, guys.
What you were looking for. Natalie got put through the ringer. Wish you the best, Natalie. Take your time, your energy, and focus on you and your mother. I wish I was there. Me too. I would love to do that.
Oh, sorry. 90 Day Fiance. I'm stuck on that show. Okay, so when you get the Ace of Wands, new beginnings, birth, new ideas, and creation. Some people think that Katie is pregnant. I don't happen to have a hard feeling on that one. I don't feel hot on it, but a creation of a new business, a creation of something new that Chris and Katie wanted to do, okay, that I feel big on. But, you gotta be careful if you're in jail. Okay, so then this is all still Sebastian. The last card for Sebastian was, and I also asked, what happened to you? Where are you? So I'll tell you what I feel from the cards. I got Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is money improvements, more coming your way. Okay, so I just have to look at that card because I feel that Sebastian's outside, under the moon, under the sun. Okay, he's outside. I'm just trying to get some clues from my cards. I asked them to give me letters. They gave me an A. Okay. I asked them for numbers. They gave me a 4. I also take that as month April. We're getting close in April. Hopefully. Flowers, right? Wands represent fire signs. So I think there's going to be a lot of progress in Sebastian's case in finding Sebastian, whether it's finding him physically alive or physically in the spirit world. I feel like if they were going to find him physically alive, that he would have been found already, or a sighting would have happened already. Another thing, a lot of people feel that there's this new theory going out that when Sebastian got home, I do feel he got home. Whereas I didn't feel Summer got home. Summer did not get home. Summer did not get out of the car, according to me. Okay? But I feel that Sebastian did get home from their steak dinner night and was asked to take the garbage out, did not want to do it, was hungry still, and the mother was mad because he's a boy and they're growing and they eat constantly, right? And she was talking all about his colossal popcorn, and then the dinner that she served him, that she treated him to. So maybe she was like, hey, isn't this boy ever going to be filled up and now do a tour for me without a problem? Well, the moment is that somebody, whether it was Chris or Katie or both, put him outside as a punishment with no shoes on because he doesn't like no shoes on, and that's the kid freaked out and said, I'm not going to just stand around here waiting for them to open the door. I mean, there's spiders, there's snakes out there, so maybe he ran somewhere, right? I don't feel hot on that. I do not feel hot on that. So I can't go on other people or other psychics' thera- um, theories. I can only do this head. Okay, I got one head. I mean, sometimes we agree. Sometimes we agree with different people, but that theory, I think that might happen another time There might have been an incident another time, or they might have threatened him another time. So this time he took the garbage out and he came back in. There was another issue, okay? But she's not talking about it. She's making believe everything was hunky dory, okay? Am I right on that, spirits? Thank you. Okay, they say absolutely. Okay, so, and they said they're glad I'm doing it this way too. I'm glad that you accept this way, because I really wasn't sure about it myself. It looked a little bit odd, but they said no, it's organized, so it's okay. All right, so now we are up to Katie Proudfoot. Let's look what we got. Hi, Tracy Delahante. Hi, Kim Magical. Bless your heart, too. And Kim Magical has a channel called A Comeback, and she has done a lot of crime videos, and she has a crime video on Sebastian as well. So go check her out after you're done with me. Yeah, I think. Hi, Evelyn Rogers. I'm glad you're in bed, relaxing. Maybe I'll get there somehow. Hi, Mama Lisa. Okay, so guys, let's do Katie Proudfoot, okay? Let's just absorb her energy. Okay, might have to do a little Palo Santo over each. I already did it on each one, but sometimes the spirit guides say refresh. They like me to refresh it, right? Katie Proudfoot, Katie Rogers, Katie do with her son's missing in the middle of the night. What does Katie Proudfoot have to do with her missing son, Sebastian Drake Wayne Rogers, or Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers? I'm not sure how it goes, but Sebastian Drake Wayne Rogers went missing. And what does this woman, this mom that was an MMF fighter and also in the Navy, what does she have to do with it, if anything? Thank you, spirit guides. I love you. Okay, let's put that over there, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so she's 34 years old. I was trying to tap into her for a few days. I've been writing it on a sticky note. And my sister Patricia says, what are you writing about? And I said, oh, one of my cases I'm trying to tap in. So when she supposedly, this is what I heard today, when she met Seth Rogers, she was only 19 and he was 30. So that's a big age difference. And then she got pregnant with Sebastian right away, and they got married, and he is 45 and she's 34. Doesn't make a big difference now, really. So I didn't look into it. I didn't have to look any more further into that. Okay, so when I just think about hers by herself, the first card I got was, I only pulled one for her, was the World. Okay, overseas trip. Uh-oh. Money, luck, world in the palm of your hand, new opportunities, and 21. See 21. Is it going to be a 21 date, April 21st? I'm not sure. What's going to be happening? Let me put this here. What I got to do is I got to do another card. Can I have another card for Katie Proudfoot, please? We got 21 in the world. They already moved out. Are they making plans for leaving to go even further? Her and Chris? I mean, usually if somebody moves out from the house where you had a child, that child comes back and you're not in the house, how do you think the kid is going to feel? You're not supposed to get rid of their things. You're not supposed to get rid of their room. You're not supposed to leave the house. You stay there. Some people never give up hope. They just stay there. Can I have a card for Katie Proudfoot, please? What happened to her son? What did she have to do with it? Can I have a card for Katie, please? Thank you. Please and thank you. Okay, I got work, paid work. Okay, is she working on something? Pentacles always represent money. Get ready to celebrate. Okay. Are they getting ready to celebrate Sebastian being found? Or Sebastian being coming home and he's okay? Ace of Cups is a really good cup, a good card. It means security and a helping hand. Okay. Those are all the cards that I got, and that was interesting, but what's jumping out at me is this orange jumpsuit and the hair that I originally spoke about. Okay. Now let's get to Seth. Hi. Okay. Sorry, there's a weird angle. Okay. So now we are doing Seth Rogers. He is 45 years old. He is Sebastian's daddy, right? I sure wouldn't have left the house unless she knows he would be. Yeah, exactly. She either knows he's not coming back and he won't be found, and she's not nervous about it. She knows where he was put, or she just knows he's never ever coming back so she can move. Either way, that would indicate that he is not alive, right? Why would you leave that home? To follow your husband? You quit your job so you can follow your husband and what, sit there in the truck while he works? No, that does not make sense. Okay, Seth Rogers, he got the daddy, Sebastian's daddy, he got 10 of Pentacles, which has two dogs on it, and dogs are always a regal royalty, having to do with family, big families, family money, and it's like money, contentment, signing of money agreements. So for Seth Rogers, believe it or not, this this whole situation is going to make him wealthier. And he just wants this one thing, because they just said, the spirit guides just said, make sure you say, there's one thing that man wants. He doesn't want money. He wants his son back. He wants his son back alive. Okay? So sometimes God gives you what he can give you. And with Seth Rogers, it's going to be an opportunity to bring a lot of things to the forefront that will help other families as well, and that will maybe help him spin it off into another career. I'm not saying he's going to leave law enforcement because I think he likes it, but I think he's going to also have a side gig, a side hustle, where people want to hear from him. And he also should think about writing a book about his son and his experiences. And he will, but he needs time. Could I have another card, Spirit Guides, for Seth Rogers and what he needs to know about his son, where he could find his son? Thank you, Spirit Guides, for Seth Rogers. Can I have another card for his son, Sebastian Rogers? Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Sebastian Drake Wayne Rogers. Sebastian, Seth's baby boy, 15 years old. But he's on the autistic spectrum, so sometimes he might act 8. Sometimes he might be frozen at age 8, and that's okay. Seth totally accepted him any way he was. And it's like, I just had so many, what I hear Seth saying is, I had so many plans for us, dude. I had so many plans for us to do. That's not good. Oh, sorry. That's better. Okay. I had so many plans that I wanted to do with you, Sebastian. And Sebastian's like, yeah, I know, Dad. I know, Dad. Okay. I know it seems like a lot of shuffling just to pull out 2 cards. Okay, so I got the Fool. And this is somebody going on a journey and they don't know where they're going to end up. Good friends, happiness, needing to take a giant leap forward. And it starts with the O because they told me to pay attention to letters. So what was the other letters I got? A, and now we got, and 4, which is the month of 4, I believe. 4 o'clock. I don't know, why do I have a pillow? Okay, so whenever I see the Fool card, it means that somebody went on a journey, but they're so happy about the journey, they're not looking at what could happen. Look what could happen. You could fall where? Right into the water because you're looking out. So it's all right to make the journey, but just be careful what you're doing. So I said in regards to Sebastian. So, but I still don't think he wandered off. I still believe that he was either drugged or given too much medicine, or, an argument ensued and he got, said the wrong thing or threw the wrong punch, and somebody threw the wrong punch back to him. And he had a very weakness in his skull that he was born with, that once you hit that, that's it. And that could have been the thump. But anyway, the Wheel of Fortune comes up, and that's elevation of money. So that's 2 cards, elevation of money, overseas trip, completion phases. And this is all about money too. Money and status, but well-deserved money. So basically, Seth has really good cards going on. Just be careful in your journey. I feel your son's going to be found. I really do. Okay, now we got Chris. We got to do Chris Proudfoot, okay? Let me just show you. Does anybody have questions so far? If you want me to ask any questions? Reason why I felt like I had to do it tonight is because I feel like we're getting close. I know I leave on 18th, but I also feel like the 18th might be a hot number. Might be a number that they're going to find some sort of evidence about Sebastian or Joselyn. And then somebody in my head said, how about Summer? Well, we didn't get to her yet, but that's a whole other story. Her mother, Candace, was on live today. And then I saw it, and then I went back to had to go do errands, and when I went back to go find it, I couldn't find it. Anyhow, this is over Chris Proudfoot. It's a cleansing. Christopher Proudfoot, what do you know about your stepson's disappearance? Sebastian's disappearance. Yeah, I will ask him, Magical. I definitely will ask. Sometimes I ask in my head. Okay. Oh, it's getting smoky in here. It's getting very smoky in here. And I wonder why I can't breathe. Okay, so we get Chris Proudfoot. Now, I don't like the guy. I'm going to be very honest with you. Don't like the guy. All right. Think the guy is pompous, narcissistic tendencies. Don't like what he did to his first wife. Don't like what he did to his first wife and their kids. He had 2 stepkids, and he had a little girl named Faith, I believe, baby infant, and he threw that infant here because why? Because she was crying. So that's a narcissist and a nutbag. Okay, that's my opinion. I had a similar situation with my ex, and it's very, very scary. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the interview with Nina's. Her name is Nina. She was Chris Proudfoot's wife, and I think Nina Gomez. She talks about what happened to her 3-year-old son, her, I think, 6-year-old daughter, or 6 or 8-year-old daughter that just got braces. He punched her in the mouth. He beat the 3-year-old with a belt and said he needs to learn how to be a man. Then he pushed the car seat that the infant was sleeping in because she was crying. And he said he didn't want to hear her cry so much. So we talked, and then plus he ended to hitting Sebastian with a belt. Okay, so we're talking a violent mofo. Okay, I got no patience for him. So even like when he's in interviews with his wife, Katie Proudfoot, he looks like he's, calling the shots, telling her what to do. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups has the K, okay, for Knight. Or is it the K for Katie? All right, so young man in the up to 25 needing more confidence. Sometimes drinks a little too much. Because they're not confident, they have to boss people around. That kind of describes Chris Proudfoot to me, because he's not confident in his own self. So he's got to beat up little kids, little babies, maybe even his wife. I don't know. I don't have any information on that yet. Okay. But little children getting beat up by you because you have no confidence and you're a narcissist? I don't think so. You're not going to get away with it. Okay? This isn't 1994 and your name is not O.J. Simpson. Okay. Check check Proudfoot's alibi. Was he at work? What time was he there exactly? From what time to time? And was anybody watching him? Was anybody with him at all times? Because he could have put his phone down. He could have called an Uber. He could have traveled in an Uber or traveled in his car, whatever, and got back to Katie, helped her with the body, and then went back to work. Okay? He just had to leave his phone. All right? And then they called the cops. I really feel this all happened between, I had it written down in my other book at home, but 9 and 10 something, when she said get to bed. And then when she heard the bang, okay, and then she's on the phone all this time, but she's reading a book, she's studying for a class, she's doing a million things. She's got a cake on a rake. It's like a Dr. Seuss book. So anyhow, that's what I have on Christopher Proudfoot. I feel this young man be found, and this is what I feel. Oh damn! Just banged my foot, and I'm making way too much noise. Let me just read the chat for a second. To a T, maybe in the third hour period. Yeah, the third hour period. Ask if he's by water. I'm looking at that area. It's 2 hours 26. So about the water. I feel like right. So when I ask about the water, and I say I really think the best is you can talk to his passion, and he says, I'm sorry, I'm not sleeping right. Okay, took all the medicine, the cough medicine, the sprayer, my medicine, and I don't think his worst spider. I had to put a box on top of it, and it made it getting better. So I feel like I'm keeping it. Anyway, I figured I might as well do it. Who could sleep with that spider under that box? I don't want to pick it up. It'll just come after me. So anyhow, guys, what I wanted to say is, when I think about where are you, Sebastian Rogers, and where they're going to find you, so I did feel like the location was changed. I feel like he was in that water at first. What do they call it? Retention water? Where the first dog, I think his name was Max, hit on him. He hit on that area. The Max went in that water. He sniffed Sebastian's blanket that only Sebastian used and went in that water. And then they drained that water, retention pond. You drain a retention pond. Anybody who knows anything about dogs, cadaver dogs and dogs that are looking for people that pick up a scent, you do not empty a pond unless you really think that dog got hit. But they're telling the public that the dog did not get hit. Why would he know? So they drain it and they can't find no Sebastian. So guess what? People could put you in one case and they get spooked and say, just like someone moved a lot and they took him out. So I think that maybe he's in that place for a little while, but I still feel caught on my original reading, in case you didn't see it. I did the dowsing rods and I went through so many places. It took me forever. It took me hours and hours. I had to do off the air, write notes, come back on, hold the rods, do it again, write notes, put them down like those. Anyhow, long story short, in that video, I talked about which bridges I felt that he was shoved under, to the side. And Gannon kept on coming in my mind. Now, Gannon wasn't necessarily on water. The suitcase that Gannon was in got hooked onto a rock. And it was the same rock that I described, which was a shiny, grayish marble rock, right? Shiny grayish marble. Now, with Sebastian Rogers, I let's see, I really wanted to draw it. I'm not great at drawing bridges. And him, like under a bridge, there's always like kind of rocks and stuff before you get to the water. And then for some reason, I don't know what this thing is. Like maybe it's a gate or something to like fish can't get through. Um, and then I just feel like somebody walked down carrying his body or rolling his body and then pushed him, shoved him in the side there. Okay. It's horrible, I know. All these things are horrible. Imagine what's in my head. But I don't know if that makes any sense. This is the bridge, that's supposed to be the water, and this brindle part here. And at first I thought he was like in something too. But I wasn't getting a hot hit on it, like a duffel bag type of thing, or like so that he wouldn't be so obviously out there. But I'm not sure now. I'm not sure. Even like just a simple garbage bag, um, two garbage bags, because, to hide him. But like, I did, like, I'm still hearing a metal, like, because I say, give me a sign, and I hear a metal, like he's knocking on the metal. Um, and then I ask him, is it one of the bridges that I talked about in my video? And he goes, yeah, repost that video. Because I did several for him. So I'll find that video and I'll repost it. If you go to Mystic Brady, Sebastian Rogers location, it should pop up. But I'll put it on my community page, okay? All right. So now let's get to, who do we have left? We have Joselyn Smith. I didn't want you guys to think that I forgot about Joselyn Smith because she's very, very much on my mind. And she was a little girl. Um, I don't always give you all the research because you guys can do your own research. It's called a Google, and it's Google finger. But only because I just don't have the time, and it is already 3:13 in the morning. So what I want to say to you is, she's a little girl that was 6 years old in Saldana, Africa, and I did a read for her about a month ago. And they still haven't found her, but they've arrested about almost 6 people, including her mother, including the mother's boyfriend. Sound familiar? Okay. Supposedly there was a witch doctor involved, but still no body. And some people say she was sacrificed. I feel like she was beat up, and something went wrong. What they were trying to do, it went wrong, and she got scared and she was screaming. So they tried to shut her up, and somebody strangled her. And a couple of people know about it because there's some sick people out there in the world. Guess what? God sees all of them. And you know what? You're better off saying you're sorry to God and coming forward. And this little girl can rest in peace. And maybe you could even rest in a little bit better peace. Otherwise, if you don't tell the truth about what happened to this little girl and you have a little tiny bit of knowledge, you're going to get ready to meet the devil and hang out with the devil forever and fry. And it's not going to be good. Okay? I'm not trying to scare you, but what's right is right, what's bad is bad, what's wrong is wrong. Okay? And you got to do the right thing in this life. Okay? And if you make a mistake, say, "This is my mistake I made." Somebody's already come forward and said they were, I don't know if they were involved in the school, but they said that they were involved somehow. And it was a young woman. She was like 34. So now two women have been arrested, Joselyn's mother and this woman. Okay, so let's see what. All right, we got to clear the space. We got to clear the space for her. Let me show you. Joselyn Smith, could you please tell me, show me in my mind with your angels and my angels where you're located at so we could find you? Please, Joselyn, please help us. Please show us. Mind, we're appreciated, sweetie. I'm still trying to find you. I'm still trying to get you, Joselyn Smith, some justice. I love you. I think you're such a beautiful, good girl. No matter what bad things happen to you, you remain innocent and you remain perfect. Did you know that, Jocelyn? You remain perfect all the time. Just like Selena, in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, and I know God will let other people come forward because the people in Saldana are such beautiful people. They're all praying for you. They're all looking for you. They're all crying about you. Okay, so the first card I got is, looks like the Hierophant, right? The Hierophant is marriage, government, or public company, body, corporate, official building, or, oh shoot, official building, critical situation. Okay, so I'm going to say that this is the courthouse. This is the courthouse that is judging these people that are already arrested for Joselyn's demise. That they're about to get more information for our little Joselyn and where she might be located. I seem to think, according to me, and I could be wrong, and that everybody's innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. However, I seem to think Joselyn is still in Saldana. And in that other video, I say where specifically I think she might be. Not in the water. I feel she's buried. I feel she's under the sun, under the moon. So she's outside. There might be one little shed near her. I don't feel like she's hidden under somebody's clothes in their house. But an item of clothing might end up in somebody's house. And that could give us a clue. Then we got the Seven of Cups. And this is a card of choices. All that glitters is not gold. That's for sure. They offered the mother, I think, $1,000 or $20,000 to give up her daughter. She did. And guess what? She's in jail. Look behind the clouds, money improvements. Okay, so they were given all these choices they could have had. could have taken, and they took the wrong one. Why? Because the mom was addicted to drugs. So that's never good. That never ends good. Right, kids? I'm going to ask for one more card for her. Let me put you down. Spirit Guide's going to have one more card for Joselyn Smith and show me where she could be found. Okay, so she definitely was moved. She definitely was moved to several locations. I feel they tried to burn her. They tried to get organs from her. She screamed too much. She yelled too much. She cried much. And they couldn't get it. So somebody killed her. There was also getting SA, that she was SA'd, and her mother allowed it. SA'd by at least the boyfriend, but she was selling her to a different situation where maybe they were going to use her organs. I forget what they call it, allegedly. So please, dear God, allow Archangel Michael to come over on this reading and let us have this reading protected by Archangel Michael and yourself, God, dear God, and Jesus. Yeah, especially for our Joselyn Smith. Our Joselyn Smith needs the protection, and all the people that love her so much in a beautiful, pure way, they need your help. They need Archangel Michael to weed out the evil and the bad people and the naughty people, and just to help the good people rise up. And anybody who watches my video, the same thing, same amount of protection to you, your families, your things, your material things, such as your homes and your properties and your cars and your jobs. Thank you, dear God, for allowing Archangel Michael to protect us during this reading. And thank you for embracing Joselyn Smith. Okay. So whenever you get so many Hierophant cards, right? You get Hierophant, which I got before. It's back here. Now, it means it could have to do with the church. It could have to do with the courts. Okay? Look into the courts. Look into the church. But somebody in the courts knows already. But there's like money being exchanged because there's a corrupt person. Just like there's always corrupt people in police department. There's always corrupt people even in the church, right? Everywhere. So, but good always wins over the bad. So we have the Emperor, stability or stabilizing influence coming into your life. Okay, this is all Joselyn Smith. Then we have Knight of Cups. No, that was here. That was here. Okay, let me just put this over here. Let me just shuffle one more time. Can I have one more for Joselyn Smith, please? One more for Joselyn Smith. Thank you. Thank you. Then I'll reshuffle all of these another time and sage them up because they've been everywhere. Okay, so what I got this card here, the Lovers. Love affairs, romance, building again within marriage, relationship, relatives, loving relationship you could share with a friend. This scares me because it's not supposed to be a bad card because it's the Lovers. But look, this had to do with Joselyn Smith, who's 6 years old. And it's creepy to me because I just have a feeling that the person that the mother was having a boyfriend with lived with her and essayed her and then tried to get out of it and tried to make it into somebody else's fault. Okay? Because she was going to talk to the teachers because she loved her teachers. Right, Jocelyn? You really loved your teachers? Teachers help you, she said. Yeah, so with the Lover's card, and it's also a 6. So she could have went missing at 6. She could have wanted to go to school at 6. 6 could be, or the 6th day. But I just feel this is creepy because somebody was trying to be a lover with her instead of a father, instead of a big brother or a parent. Then we have the Chariot, which is moved around. She has definitely been moved around a lot, just like Summer. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, these are Summer's cards. These are definitely Summer's cards. Okay, so Summer's cards are Knight of Pentacles. That's a man up to 25 years. Visitors' messages to share. So somebody coming in with a message to share. And the Chariot is a victory over a situation or a problem. Balancing the opposite polarities. Let me just shuffle one more time for Summer freshly because we want to have something fresh. So we did Sebastian Rogers, Joselyn Smith, and Summer. Now Summer, I feel, was moved a couple of times. She might have been over by Warriors Park, by where the sheds are, where a cave is, not quite in the water, then moved again to make it look like a kidnapping, like somebody get, dumped off. There's this graffitied tunnel that she was at too. There's pictures of her with her father, taking pictures of her there when she had the real short hair, right? And they did the short hair for a reason. She was being hidden there once when she's already passed away. She's being hidden there, and they went over there and hid her somewhere else. So she's basically, I'm counting at least 4 places. Now, guess where she is? Ben Hill Road. But they have to get a warrant to get in there. But I bet you, if they ever sell that land and somebody comes in, gives them the right money, and they dig and dig and dig, and they're going to find her. Only if they watch the land while Candace is moving out and while Donna's moving out. Okay, so where is Summer Moon Utah Wells buried? Where is Summer Moon Utah Wells buried? Where's her location? Where could we find her remains? Please, dear God, please and thank you. Please, angels, I'm open and receptive to receiving that message. 2 of Wands, short journey, movement to or near water, but not in the water. Okay, so that could be a creek or a river is nearby. Doesn't mean, it could be a little cave. It could be, my original reading for her was in one of those tunnels that they built like in the 50s and 40s. They're like cement tunnels, and they just have this little air hole. Very easy place. They have a whole bunch of them in Tennessee. Um, that could be one place. Um, how is that near water? Well, there's always water dripping down. Okay, but maybe she's out of there now and she's just in a cave, and that's near water off to the side. But I feel it's on Ben Hill Road, and I did feel a shed was there. I did feel like there was some sort of funny floor. You pulled up the floor and then you had more of a spot down there, and it's just kept there. Kept They don't check on or anything. They don't want to get creeped out or anything, but they know that she's there. What I think of is when I interrelate the cases, is I think of Evelyn. What was that little baby Evelyn? What was her last name? Also from Tennessee, right? Baby Evelyn. Baby Evelyn was shoved on the property. They didn't find her for a few months, but she was shoved up in this little play room that somebody built, the grandfather had built for his grandchildren to play in. And they shoved this baby and they put her in a garbage can and they shoved tinfoil up her mouth. She was only a 2-year-old baby, not even two, probably. And they shoved tinfoil in her mouth, the mother did. And they bent her neck so bad to put her in this garbage can that her neck was broken. So, what I'm saying is on the same property, because she's been a few places. And when I say, how long have you been moved? How many times have you been moved, Summer? She says that. She says 4 times. When I say Ben Hill Road, is that where you are? She says, when I say Ben Hill Road, is that where you are? She says, yes, I'm home. Okay, but the Tennessee Police Department suck. Candace has had 5, and Don too. Candace and Don, they have had 6 opportunities to be a good parent, and they screwed all of them up. They both had 2 kids taken away from them from their other marriage. And then they had 4 kids together, and all 4 kids are gone from their lives. I'm not trying to shame them. I'm just trying to point out the obvious. We have to look at the obvious and then go with the psychic. Okay. Okay, I think everybody left. Hi, Doreen Campbell. Yeah, I'm feeling a little better. I wasn't breathing good before, but I'm breathing good now. It's just that my medicine didn't work. Becky Lynn. Hi, Becky Lynn. No sound? No sound? Oh my god. Whole video and no sound. Kim, did I do a whole video with no sound? Can anybody hear me? Have sound. You hear me? Okay. Just a little bit? Okay, which reading did I end off at? Did you hear Summer's reading? Did you guys hear Summer's reading? Oh, okay. So it was just for a second? It was just for a second you couldn't hear it? Okay, thank you guys. All right, so what I'm going to do now is if you stayed with me for that whole read, you deserve to have a card for you. 2 cards for you. Okay? All right? So let's get busy. These are my angel cards and these are my message cards and these are my cards from somebody in heaven wants to tell you something. So, let's just shuffle all of them. So this is for the collective. What does somebody in heaven want to tell you? Somebody or a couple people that are in heaven that love you, that your spirit guide is. Maybe you had a fight before they died. Doesn't matter. They still love you. They forgive you. Once they get to heaven, they forgive you. Okay? What do they want to tell you? What symbols do they want you to look at to know they're around? Okay? They just said pick 3. Okay? They want you to know they are learning over there. They are learning over there. So they're not just sitting there watching over you every minute. They are actually learning how they can be a better soul and what they did wrong in their life down here. And they want you to know they are not dead. I am not dead. I am not dead. I am not dead. I'm still alive. I'm just not in that physical body, but I am still with you. Oh, and somebody has a very important message for someone out there. They want you to know, I am sorry. Please forgive me. I messed up. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. I just heard, Mom. Please forgive me, Mom. So that might be a child. Somebody might have lost their child. Okay? And then they just told me to shuffle it one more time. One more from this pile. Get ready. Get ready to feel something. I am standing right next to you. So they are standing right next to you. So just look and say, are you over here? See how you feel. Oh, you over here? I feel over here, tighter. So that's my left. Okay, next one. Not too many. Not too many. These are angel cards from Ruby. Ruby Tuesday gave me these back in the day. Okay, what does my collective need to know from the angels? Angels and spirit guides. What do my collective need to know from the angels? This is my spirit guides and what do the angels need to tell you? The ones that watch over you, the guardian angels, the ones that worry about you. Thank you. Okay, so we have, they want you to be content. They see you getting very nervous about different little things in your life, and they want you to know we're going to take care of your pain. We are going to take care of you financially. We're going to help you with that broken heater. We're going to help you with that electric bill. We're going to help you with your kids' discipline. You have to pray to us more for answers. Be content. They want you to be content. So the message is be content. You don't just say, okay, be content, and then that's fine. No, you have to ask them, how am I supposed to make my children listen to me more? How am I going to have that gain their respect? How am I going to pay these bills if I don't have the money? Sometimes I wouldn't sell any artwork for like 6 months, 8 months, right? But I just kept on buying the supplies and making more things. And I was like, how am I going to do this? Well, I took a hit. I took a hit. But you know what? We're still okay. But the accountant had some suggestions on how we could change it to make it a little bit better, productive business. Okay? I'll talk more about that when I get back to Texas. But yeah, the thing is, we have to keep our flow of talking, conversation with our angels, and they always help you. They also say generosity. Generosity will be an answer for you in order to get more generosity for you. Be more generous. I have a collage like this that I still have. Okay, and the last one was Archangel Jovial. That one I have to read. Archangel Jovial is right here. My family needs answered prayers. There's a bundle that's so bad right now. Okay, so I'm just going to look this up. Archangel Jovial is 6. Okay, so this one says Jovial assists you in seeing the beauty in the world around you, finding joy through their own unique form of creative expression. In a world where there's also often so much ugliness, he illuminates the people and experiences that come into your life and ask you to pause and appreciate them. Do you focus on the ugliest in the world around you? Does nothing in your life bring you joy anymore? Tell yourself, I am surrounded by great beauty and inspiration at all times. I am surrounded by great beauty and inspiration at all times. Archangel Jovial fills my life with much joy. Archangel Jovial fills my life with much joy. I am surrounded by great beauty and inspiration at all times. So it's up to you to find the beauty, but Archangel Jovial will help you. I also have a picture of Archangel Jovial that I did, a collage, through new ideas and new opportunities. And this is what that card looks like. Eileen Mary O'Malley, broken things, electric bill, 2 main things I've been worried sick about. Oh, well, listen, we're going to ask God to help you and send the angels down that are good at fixing those electric bills and those things in your house that need to get fixed, and help you with the finances, and let you show up and have enough money to get anything that needs to be repaired, and have somebody that's kind in your neighborhood, that helps you for a fair price. In Jesus' name, amen. Anybody else who needs a prayer out there? We're going to say a general prayer for everybody. If you are looking for love in all the wrong places, if you are looking for health, we got to have our health number one, okay? Health is everything. You don't have your health, you can't do anything, right? You can't fix anything if you don't have your health. So we're going to pray for health from Archangel Raphael, from God, and Archangel Raphael. Come around us, please, and heal us. Help us with addictions. Help us with wanting to do the wrong thing. Help us to want to do the right thing. Put good people around us that will help us and just show us affection and love and friendship and compassion, and let us show them the same back. And let us show compassion to the person who is deeply annoying or very, very selfish or very ignorant. Let us show more compassion to them, because that's where the challenge is. There's no challenge in showing compassion to somebody who's already as sweet as apple pie, right? But there's very, very much patience and honor in showing somebody compassion that is a little bit of a narcissist and always a taker, and a little bit whacked out. Okay? Show them compassion anyway, because one day you might need that same compassion. So I'm asking God to show so much love and compassion for all the people that need prayers out there, and especially send love. I feel somebody needs love and a hug and just a peaceful massage. I don't know, it just came in my head. And also, somebody's having financial difficulties and wondering whether I should just sell this whole house. Should I just sell this whole house and be done with it? The only problem is an apartment's going to be just as expensive or more. So that's why sometimes you might be able to find a handyman or a handy woman, right? And that will be better than selling the whole house. Fix it up first. Okay, guys, and my last card for you guys is these beautiful cards here. I forgot I bring them. And it's called healing. So I guess we need healing. It says, now is a time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural healing ability to heal others. Yes, even you. So this is saying that everybody has a natural healing ability, and even you do. Even if you don't believe it, you do. Isn't she pretty? They have a little bit of a glare. And this last one is motivation. I need to see it in the light. Motivation. When spring appears, and it's spring, right? Approaches the flower, fairies urge you to spring into action. And there is something that you've merely thinking about doing. There's something you've been merely thinking about doing. They say, see and do it. Okay, so get busy and do something you've been wanting to do, but you just haven't had the motivation to do it. Spring motivation. Spring into motivation. Yeah, I don't know if you could see that, but that little one looks like Madeline. Okay. I love you all. I hope you enjoyed this. Apple Roses will be praying for you with kidney stones, hiatal hernia. I'll put you on my candles. Andy, good morning from Canada. Thank you for coming. Please, guys, give me on your way out, give me a thumbs up. You could share my work. Please go back to the beginning of this video. I talk about a lot of things. I did a whole reading on location for Sebastian, a location for Summer, a location for Joselyn Smith, and I talk about Katie Proudfoot, Seth Rogers, and Chris Proudfoot. Okay, I did a lot. All right, love you guys. Namaste. Get back there. Get back there. It's a witch. Okay. I washed my hair, but it's all damp from my shower. And anyway, I love you guys. I will talk to you soon, but not too soon because I got to get to sleep. Okay.